So, hello everybody. To those who never met us before, my name is Rafi, and these are a few of the participants in Leadership of the New Kind. And what we would like to do here on this particular video is share a small technique that can be super useful for parents and educators that work with children. That's one thing. And the second thing is to do with igniting certain creative intelligence in a person. So in Leadership of the New Kind, in our program, one of the things we learn is about different types of intelligences that can be ignited and actually improved dramatically as we go on and do all kinds of stuff. And one of the things that caught my attention when a few days ago, Michal shared with us a particular technique of drawing. And Michal, can you just say hi so everybody can see you? Yeah. Was how simple it was in kickstarting particular intelligences. One that's to do with creativity, but also the connection between this intelligence, the creative intelligence, and the emotional intelligence, and something which we call the social and regulation intelligence. Never mind now all the details. So it caught my attention, and we thought, hey, how about let's record it and share it with the public for all of you who are interested to learn it. And so at that point, without further ado, I would pass it to you, Michal. Take us on a journey.
Thank you very much, Rafi. So this process started for me by accident like a year ago, where a friend said, what would you do for yourself just to have fun every day? And I said, I would draw an animal or a creature that will make myself feel happy and joyful. And actually, I found out that it's much more than that. It's a way to express emotions that I even don't aware of. They come from the subconscious in a spontaneous way. And with time, it became as a very simple technique, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to share a screen, and let's see that. Can you see my daily doodles?
We can.
Yeah, okay. So, as I said, I started doodling about a year ago, and here how it started. First is this wiggly dog. Where to start? Cat or bunny? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I was hesitating. Not perfect, perfection, and notice that I forgot a C there, that I just read it like a few days later. Not perfect. Okay. And this cute star that I actually made, and I didn't want to color it at all because I thought it's ugly. And eventually I did it, and it's one of my most fun drawings, I think. Self-criticism is for some people like me, it's part of the journey, and ways to keep going and not be discouraged by these inner voices is really, really part of the game for me and for some people. So I kept going, and you see, I made many of them. It's over a year now, as I said, and they're just accumulated day by day by day.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I realized that actually I'm approaching it the same every day. It's a 5 steps process. So the first step is draw a line, and be aware that just let your hand lead you. And if you hear your brain, try to mute it or just be soft with it and let the hand lead. Second step is draw another line or two, see what happens. Third step is adding an eye, so it becomes a creature or an animal, maybe 2 eyes, depends if it's facing the front or the side. And then add as many details as you want to this drawing. Be spontaneous, don't think too much, and just do it with a lot of ease, as much as you can. Then you can color the doodle with any color that you have, and be very mindful if there's a certain message that is hidden in the doodle for you. Maybe a word, maybe a sentence. This one was when I woke up in the morning feeling very, very stiff. My muscles and my joint really hurts. And I see this bird on its back with this funny legs up, and it was exactly my morning stiffness feeling. Let's see another example. So we draw a line, adding a few more lines, adding an eye, very simple. You can go with this round circle and the dot inside. It's really, really easy if you don't want to draw an eye. And then figure out what's hidden there.
Whoa.
And color it, adding a word if you feel like, if it comes to you. This was like the wavy waves of the ocean, deep ocean of uncertainty these days of quarantine and Corona and all that. Then after posting these 5 very simple steps, people started sending me doodles that they made. Look how beautiful. That was one woman, this is another woman, and another drawing of hers. And she asked me, do you see that I'm pregnant? And that's how I revealed she's pregnant. This is a girl from the States that she watched my stuff on Instagram and started sending me doodles that she's doing. She's a researcher. These are our beloved, well, one of the members of the group. I don't know if she would like to share. Another one, somebody here can recognize. This is a 5-year-old doodling and coloring. Another 5-year-old from another place on the globe. Another 5 or 6-year-old. This is a 5-year-old and her mother joining together to doodle and color. This is Claudia's family doodling together after the presentation we made here. And now it's our time to doodle. So let's do together the 5 steps. So first we take a paper and a Sharpie or a black marker of any kind. And let the hand just go on the page.
Michal, do you want at this point to stop sharing so we can see you?
Oh yeah, it's a great. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Rafi. So again, now it's our time to doodle, and we take a page, paper, blank, with the Sharpie, and we start doing our first line. Just for the fun of it, when you finish with the first, we can hold it towards the camera and just see what we did. Excellent, beautiful. Let's go for the second line. Be brave. Maybe 1 or 2 lines. And we can share. Nice. Now we look at it, we see if we have a very appealing place to put an eye, so it will become a creature that we already see, or an animal. And if not, just place an eye somewhere and figure it out. Sometimes I do that just to play with myself even more. And imagine we have wonderful music if you feel like having music around. Now add as many details as you want. Okay. When you're ready, you can share. Wonderful. Excellent. Now you can look at it and see if it says anything to you, and you can add a word or a sentence. If not, let's take a few minutes to color it. And while we're doing the coloring process, especially with colored pencils, it really calmed down the system, I feel. And messages from this quiet time of coloring, messages can rise up to the consciousness. So even if we're not finishing, let's do some coloring. Try to pick colors intuitively, not necessarily the right ones.
So, Michal, can I ask you something in the meantime?
Absolutely, please.
So also with the colors, you just let your imagination fly and just take any color or, you know?
Yes, sometimes I take my hand and just pull a color, kind of random, or just feeling where my hands want to go.
Right.
The more I let my brain rest,
Mm-hmm.
the more accurate and surprising messages and information I get from my subconscious.
Amazing.
And of course, some days I'm not so loose and not so smooth in my feeling, and I get stuck. And then again, this is again and again process of letting go. If I sit down to doodle and I have a great idea for a doodle, I say, oh, thank you, idea. I'll keep you for a different process, because in this process you're not trying to perform an idea you already have. Okay?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Makes
okay.
a lot of sense.
Excellent. So is it good that we take like a few more seconds and just, I'm not finished, but what do you say, Rafi?
Yeah. Let's and then I would like each one to show it, and we'll kind of have each drawing presented there.
Okay. Somebody asked me how. Yeah.
I can actually feel what you were speaking about, Michal, about it being liberating to the brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Almost, yes.
Me too, almost. So somebody asked me how long it takes me. Sometimes it takes me about 8 minutes to doodle when I'm very, very sharp and fast. Sometimes it takes me more like 20. sometimes it takes me like an hour because I'm enjoying myself so much, and I have more than one doodle to express. So each day is very different. Somebody else asked me if it's a burden to do it every day now. Like I made up my mind, so I have to do it. And I said, no, it's a joyful moment in the day where I can actually let go of being too brainy. And I love it.
Maybe if somebody wants to show it in the meantime, just where they are now, in what they do, just just a minute. Let me. I see that Jeremy. Just a minute. Okay, so that's Jeremy's. Okay, wonderful. Let me see here. Ah, that's Noni's. Wow, that's beautiful. And Linhui, let's see Linhui. Can you lift it a bit, Linhui?
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
You guys are awesome. See if you can write something about it.
Ah, Sam, just a minute. Let me show Sam. Ooh, cool.
Yeah, very cool.
He said you draw like a 4-year-old.
Just a minute, Martha, can you show it again? Nice.
I did comment, Jeremy, that I do draw like a 4-year-old, but it's coming to me this time. The last time it was incredibly embarrassing.
Rafi, did you show yours or not yet?
No. I'm going to show. I'm in the middle, but here is mine. Can you see mine?
Yeah, social, interacting.
Instancing, like distancing, but instancing.
Oh, excellent. And I'm the last one. So I hope it's English, but mine says boxed. This is how I think many people feel these days when they have to stay in quarantine in their apartments.
Yeah.
This is how I feel sometime in my place. So yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Excellent.
So
if you
yeah, if we can now, I'm going to put it on gallery view so everybody can see just the intermediate result. If you can just hold it like this, all of us.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Jeremy and Martha, maybe you don't have to, of course, but can you tell us if you have in mind a word or a sentence, even if you don't share it? Does it mean anything to you?
It means things. I don't know. It hasn't come yet.
It hasn't come yet.
Yeah, I think it's coming though. I feel something brewing.
Yeah, it takes time sometimes. Yeah.
And also,
I have a sense of the nature of what the content would be, but the words are just not there.
And also just maybe two people, just about how it makes you feel when you do it. I mean, you can look at the facial expression. You look like little children doing it, which is fantastic. But yeah, anyone who wants to say something about how it feels, Mingir, Linhui, Martha, Sam.
When you first put the suggestion forward, to come do this, my first reaction was, no, I'm good. I'm not going to draw. But I am so glad that I am here. It started out a bit tense, but as I start more coloring, I'm feeling myself let go a bit. And like you said, Rafi, you feel almost childlike again, just sitting with pencil crayons and not even worrying about it in a sense, and just being with it.
Excellent.
On my end, it feels quite liberating because something in it gives me permission to do art again. which is something that I did as a child a lot up until 7th grade. And then I made the manly decision to do art and science, or science and math. And so that decision cut off me doing art.
Yeah.
This is like a way to spark that again.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Great. So I think, Michal, this is a fantastic first step into it. And, you know, we are going to obviously record another one and maybe even a third one at some point. So I'm just curious if you just want to share something just before we end this first one.
Well, I would share words from a very wise woman, Martha, who's here. And I wrote a note last time we did it that using a black Sharpie really makes it easy. And or that's how I got it, because you really see the lines that you're doing.
Yeah.
They're bold and you're making them. And then the second thing she said, that repetition, doing it again and again reveals, like, it makes you feel better in it. And in my words, it reveals more and more layers of the potential of this very, very simple process. So as you see, the first 5 drawings I made, they're not close to what I'm doing now after a year. And it really helps me be very sensitive to how I can tune in to myself more easy than before.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Excellent. And so I would like to just add one last thing, which is, you know, when we walk in the program about self-management versus self-leadership and how they are different, one of the things we mentioned about self-management is, you know, ways to wake up in the morning and things that a person can do in the morning to be sharper in the mind and better equipped to meet the day. And one of the things I'm definitely adding now to the list is this small exercise, because it helps you see what you feel and how you feel, but also it can change your state of mind. And especially as you go on, you begin to reveal more and more in what's in it. For example, the first drawing I did the other day when you first taught us this small technique, it was just one creature, and suddenly I see more creatures appearing in just one drawing. So it developed in all kinds of very surprising way. So anyway, thank you very much, Michal. Thank you everybody for participating. And I'll bid goodbye now to all of us.